I have discovered a great procrastination buster. Now, if I just get around to doing it. Wouldn't it be ironic if I never got around to using this procrastination buster? Fred Moore here, time management expert and bald guy. Yes, today we're talking about procrastination. Matter of fact, I talked about this in a video the other day, and I heard from some people, heard about the procrastination stuff. Big problem with a lot of people. All right, so I'm going to save you right now some procrastination. Right now, hit the like button. Share this video, comment on it, one of those three things, or all three of them if you want to send the love out. I appreciate that. Do that right now. Don't put it off. Don't procrastinate about it. Do this for me, please. I'm giving you this, my wisdom, my knowledge to improve your life. That's the least you can do for me. And why would somebody want to do the least for somebody? Here's the least. It's the least I could. I don't want to do any more than that. Jerry Seinfeld bit. Love it, love it, love it. So yes, today, a procrastination buster. This is something that you can do to help alleviate all that procrastination. Maybe bust that sucker right out of your life. And it's really important that you reduce the amount of procrastination that goes on. And I have to enunciate when I say procrastination, because otherwise I'll be procrastination. Because really, procrastination, what it's doing is it's robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself of time that you could be using for other things. All right, because whenever you procrastinate, first of all, you're giving some time to this issue because you're thinking about it. You think, oh yeah, I have to do that thing. And now maybe it's only a few seconds. Oh, I'll do that later, right? But in more cases than not, you're not just thinking about, oh, I need to do that. It's there in the back of your mind somewhere. It's, oh, I need to do this. Oh, and you're worried about it. And it's stressing you. It's something you've been putting off until it gets to the point where you're like, okay, I just need to do this now. And that's a great motivator, but it's costing you stress, worry, anxiety, your time. Okay? Maybe I always used to study for the big test the night before. Always put it off. Now, in my mind, it's like, well, I'm going to need the knowledge tomorrow, so I'm going to study as close as I can to the test, right? That will, I'll remember it, right? Does that make sense? No, it didn't make sense at all. I didn't do well in school. But yeah, you're robbing yourself. All this anxiety, all this stress, you don't need it. So what do? A couple things that you can do to bust out this procrastination. Get rid of it, hopefully. Think to yourself, visualize in your mind, what is the payoff? What is the thing I'm getting from doing this, from getting it accomplished? What's the payoff, right? What's the reward? I've been putting off going to the dentist. What's the reward? Well, my teeth look good. I don't have that pain. I don't have the cavity anymore. That's the payoff. I've been putting off dealing with this situation at work. I need to talk to this person. Well, what's the payoff? It's going to be done. I can move on to other things. That employee is going to be fired. Yay! I don't have to deal with them anymore. That problem has been addressed. They're aware of it. I've taken my responsibility. I've done what I should do. Now I can move on. Simply by taking action on something, you're going to get that payoff, right? You figure out, what is the payoff? What's the reward? Why should I be doing this right now? What's the payoff? Once you get that figured out, once you know what you're getting from this action, then you're going to be more likely, it's more likely you're actually going to do this thing. You're going to want to, oh, okay, yeah, well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. But here's the thing. Quite often, more often than not, people will do more to avoid pain than they will to get pleasure. Okay? It's really, I'm going to stop eating donuts. I'm going to lose weight. Well, the pain of not eating those donuts is more than the pleasure of losing the weight. So I'm going to keep on eating the donuts. Okay? Once you determine what your payoff is, then you can figure out, all right, how do I need to go about this? Maybe I need to reframe it somehow. Maybe the reason why I'm not getting why I'm procrastinating on starting this diet and cutting out donuts is because I really love donuts. Once you figure out what your payoff is going to be, you can reframe it. Instead of my payoff is, well, I get to eat donuts. My payoff is I get to live longer, right? If I live longer, I can eat more donuts later on. That's a good payoff, right? Figure out your payoff. Here's the big buster on this thing. And this has helped me so much. Visualize your excuses. Visualize, think, all right, I want to do this. I've been trying to do this in the past. What are my excuses? What do I always think to myself? I'll do that later because I don't have time right now. I'll do that later because it's not that important. I'll do that later because, you know, tomorrow's another day. I'm too busy today. Think about what you're telling yourself, the excuses you're using all the time about this activity that you've been putting off. Think about what are my excuses? And now you're coming in with it with an idea of like, okay, well, I know when it comes time to do this, I'm going to tell myself this. What else do I need to tell myself? Right? What's the answer to that excuse? Well, I don't have time. Well, you need to make time. Well, I don't have time. Well, you put it in your schedule, so you already made some time. So you need to get it done. Well, I really love donuts. Well, you really love breathing and doing things and spending time with your kids. And if you keep on doing this, it's not gonna happen because you're gonna die. Okay, I want to bring you up. Visualize. What are your excuses? What do you usually say to yourself to put this thing off? What are your excuses? And figure out an answer to those excuses. Hey, do me a favor. If you want some more of your time back, head on over 5hoursback.com. Don't procrastinate. Go there right now and get at least 5 hours back in your week. 5 hours that you can use to have fun, not eat donuts, spend more time with your kids and family, be good, and do so much more. Talk to you soon.